Hey everyone, welcome back to another week of Weekly Pickups of your host, Polished Gaming. Now this week we've got quite an interesting little bundle. Not quite the same bundles that we've been used to. I still have a lot of that to go through, but we got some exciting stuff in this week. So first one here, we got Full Selwyn from NZ Retro. Got these ones here. First one is Assault. Now this one comes up as Assault Retribution, but just Assault. This one I paid $5 for. Now this week on eBay, sits at $31.86. So pretty good score there. Next one is Ninja Shadow of Darkness. Now this one looks pretty interesting as well. At $25 I paid for this one. Now on eBay it sits at $39.21. Looks actually quite a little fun game here, a little 3DS game. Looks alright. And last one here is Star Gladiator Episode 1 Final Crusade. Now this one here I paid $20 for. And on eBay this week it sits at $48.37. And with this one, it literally looks like quite a cool little 3D fighter. So it looks like, yeah, it says 3D. Does it 3D realism? Yep. That looks pretty cool actually. It looks a little bit fun, bit of Capcom action. There was actually 4 games from Full. I'll actually show you the other one that I got. The reason why is because I didn't realise I had it. So I'm grabbing this out of my personal collection because this is my one. I basically, I've kept it. I've case upgraded a front and a back to my Adidas Power Soccer because they're old original small case versions. So with that one, I've basically, and then I'll sell off the other one for either the same price that I got it for, a little bit less. But yeah, so that's that for the fill there. And the next one here is from Tyler Henderson. That's another NZ Retro member here. Now these ones, some may be a little bit on the more pricier side, just because of the fact that with Tyler, he does get some of the most insanely pristine games, like blemishes, none on them. You know, your hinges all intact, no cracks, nothing like that. You got good manuals. Some of them even have manual sleeves in them. He goes to the effort of really curating and getting some of the best stuff. So with this one here, it's Exhumed. Now, first one here is $60 I paid for this one. Pretty close though, $59.89, but it's a bit more, it's more leaning towards probably the $50 region. But like I say, condition, excellence. No rips, no nothing. You know, that's what you want. And next one, here's a bit of a hitter. This one is Frank Thomas Big Hurt Baseball. Now this one I paid $210 for. May seem like a lot, but this one it's actually not available for any sold listings on eBay. So I've gone by a unsold listing, which is $276.52. At least that's a 76. I'm pretty sure it is. Either way, you'll see it here. But it's unsold. So sounds a little bit hard. I know it is obscure to get on the Sega Saturn. I did hit up my mate Winston to see if that was closer to price. With the condition of it, it's pretty much around that area. And the next one here is Jeff Wayne's The War of the Worlds. Now, this one I paid $120 for. Now, this one's an interesting one because on eBay it sits at $246.67. Now, normally I wouldn't agree with that price on it, but that was the first one to come up. So I'm going with condition of this to be quite impeccable. Actually, I'm just gonna, because it's gonna annoy me otherwise. I can already see it. Silly little what do we call it? The little tabs that hold in the top of the cover, they always just slip out of them. I normally try to kind of like curl them over so that they go on right. But yeah, it's not a bad game. And with the next one here, it's Nightmare Creatures. So this one I paid $120 for. On eBay it sits at $164.56. That's still quite high, I thought, for this game, but I did pay, like I say, I pay for the quality more than the action. And with this one, here's a cool thing about this. It comes with a receipt from Isle of Man. I'd never go to Isle of Man in my life. I've been pretty much over United Kingdom, but I've never been to Isle of Man. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So cool to have that little ditty there. And I'll put that back in there. I just get there. And of course the manual sleeved like it's almost like it's brand new. Okay, and sometimes he does go for either sealed or like new condition. Next one here is Pandemonium 2. Now this one I paid $80 for. Sadly with this one it's a little bit lower on $77.14, but still a cool game. I had Pandemonium 1 and 2 on the PS1 and Pandemonium on the Sega Saturn. Don't know if they've done a Pandemonium 2, but you know what? I tell you, you can actually see it there. I really do like the long cases of the Saturn. There's something about it. There is something about it. Okay, now the next one here is Steel Harbinger. Harbinger, yeah, it's such a weird name. But yeah, this one I paid $120 for. A little bit more of an obscure title, this one. This one on eBay sits at $230.43. So not too bad there. And last but not least from Tyler here, we got WipeOut 3 Special Edition. This one's very rare. This one's quite rare on the side of the WipeOuts. There's WipeOut 1, WipeOut 2097, WipeOut 3, WipeOut 3 Special Edition. So there's WipeOut Pulse and WipeOut Pure, I think, on the PSP, but this one's a pretty hard one to get. So with this one, $200 I paid for it. And on eBay this week it sits at $218.90, which, to be honest, $200 is the area that it really does sit in. So it's good to get it at that price. And these are all and two of them did come with protectors, but I've taken them out of their protectors due to the fact that a bit hard to show off on the camera. Now the next one here is from Kent Maynard. Now this is old school retro gamers. Old school gamers, yeah. So this one is Charge and Blast for the Dreamcast. Now it is very rare when I actually get some Sega, so this is why I'm on the Sega wall. It is pretty rare these days when I get it. So Charge and Blast, so this one I paid $105. On eBay it sits at $103.70. Pretty close to what the price is. I tend to maybe nearly overpay a little bit for Dreamcast, but it's the more the sheer fact that it's very hard to come by like Saturn. And the next one here is Super Magnetic Neo. Now, this one, that last game was interesting because it was like a Space Invaders kind of weird thing that you're stuck on, kind of like a right and a left, but you're shoot. It's very interesting. Charge your guns, it's really odd. But this one, I played this one. So yeah, Super Magnetic Neo. This one I paid $105 for. eBay this week it sits at $156.25. And that's with, sadly, a brand new one. So I can't really gauge it because there was no others that were on eBay. That was the only PAL one. This game's quite interesting. Kind of like a 3D aspect of Crash Bandicoot running forward, but very weird kind of gameplay. Played it for a few minutes. Thought it was a bit weird. That one goes there. And we're on to the last bit here. We have got from William Lewis from NZ Retro. Another great member here. We got the first one here is Ghouls N Ghosts. Now, I have been after this game for a long time. Really wanted to add this in. Makimura, you know, like I'm really keen to get... this is such a great game. This is a staple of Sega Mega Drive, with a Mega Drive. Same thing as... where is it here? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Ghouls N Ghosts. Same concept. Pretty sure it's relatively the same company. I'm pretty sure it's the same company that makes it. Same thing and everything like this, because it does play the same. You're Arthur in this one, and you got to kind of get and search for the Holy Grail. $100 I paid for this one. $108.29 on eBay. So not too bad. It's always great to get Mega Drive games. Next one here is Greendog, the Beached Surfer Dude. This one I paid $30 for, and on eBay this week it sits at $46.08. So not too bad. This was actually quite fun. I really enjoyed this platform. I gave this quite a bit of a jam. I was trying to go for the first ever, just having a bit of fun, and really fun game. Really fun game. And next one here I've actually been after for a little bit as well, because I do have a couple of them. So Streets of Rage 2. Now that one there I paid $80 for. $89.41 on eBay there. And for some reason I feel like I didn't do Greendog, but I will put it up in the without even me saying anything. But this is pretty cool. So I'm happy to get Streets of Rage 2. With this one, it sets my Streets of Rage... Where are we? No, it's down the bottom here. That's right. I had to move it along because I was running out of space. Where are we? Where is my Streets of Rage? There it is. So I've got Streets of Rage 2 and Streets of Rage 3. Last one I need is Streets of Rage 1. That is the last one that I've been after. So I wonder where that went. Yeah, so I've been after this one for quite a while. But this is probably one of my favourites. Due to the music that was in this, it's so fun. Like, dun, 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 dun. That's such a cool game. Wah, wah. Cool sound effects, great game, epic. Bare knuckle in Japanese for that one, for all the Japanese out there. Next one here is Toy Story. Now, this one has actually got a little fun platformer. $40 I paid for it. $46.07 on eBay. I gave this a jab. I remember renting this out years ago when my brother had a Mega Drive and I gave this a go. Great game. Pretty good graphics for what it is, you know. It's and that's why they got the 32 meg, because it's just like showing off pretty much how graphical the Mega Drive was at that time. Like the blast processing, if that's a thing. It still looked really good. So that was an amazing one to get. Now, last on this one here, I've got one more game, and this is actually just from a Trade Me member that I kind of picked up more from the lines of like, I don't know, I have the game, so this won't count towards my full Xbox 360 collection, so I won't put up the tally this week. But it is Michael Jackson, The Experience Collector's Edition. Now, this one I just saw randomly come up and trade me for $33. Looked at the price of it, which sat at $129.26. Brand, and that was, sorry, that was not brand new. That was unsold on eBay. This one was pretty cool because, yeah, when I saw it, he said most of the stuff sealed in here. So I had a look, and lo and behold, the t-shirt is still sealed. So that's pretty cool. I'll try and put the picture of the t-shirt up as well, just to show you what the t-shirt looks like, because I'm not going to open that, because that is literally a rip bag. It's not one that you can pull apart. It comes with a microphone. Sad part about this one, someone had left the batteries in this. So I tried to take them out. The battery was so super swollen in there that I actually had to break a little tab up here just to even get it out. Still will work, but I will have to take this thing apart and probably get rid of the corrosion in there. But the cool part about it is a universal remote, a universal microphone. I can get another one, so it's no biggie. And actually, cool part about it also, it came with a song lyrics. I thought that was pretty cool. It comes with a Smooth Criminal, Earth Song. You know, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. There's some great songs in here. And of course the game, which is just a standard game, which I do have. But yeah, and I thought the box was pretty cool. So I thought I'd go for it, because I normally don't go too big on collector's editions. But the fact that I was like, that's such a cool one. And I do remember this game coming out. Actually, you might be able to see it on the back there. I just see the t-shirt there. But it's still cool. Everything is in there. Wireless microphone, t-shirt, song lyric book, and an exclusive track, Another Part of Me. That's actually the DLC in it, which I don't think has been used. But yeah, that's me for this week. So this week, it sits me at my PS1. It sits at 554 games. We're getting up there on that PS1. Dreamcast, it sits at 144 games. Now, I believe I'm sitting around about 86 left for the full set, I think, or something around those lines. Mega Drive this week, I don't have much Mega Drive, but I am pumping up those numbers a little bit more. So it's 111 for that. And with this one, it makes my entire total 5,370 for this week. So we are getting up there. Still got bundles all coming in. I do have a cool thing from Carl Sandwich, be another something from Sega. So I've been pretty happy to get that one. I have been on the lookout for games, but mainly I've just basically been trying to pay off these bundles. So yeah, I've got another bundle coming from Sam that's going to be crazy. That's, I don't know, it's got a lot of DS games. So we'll stay tuned, and hopefully I'll be able to slowly process through all this. But it's a lot. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to ring that notification bell, get notified on all my videos that come out, so you can get notified and you'll be able to look at them straight away once they come out. But until then, I'll see you when I'm seeing you. Have a good day.